Hi, I'm Hailey and today I'm making cookie brownies. That's chocolate with chocolate on top. I mean, what could go wrong? So the first thing I'm going to do is make the cookie layer. I have half a cup of unsalted soft butter, and I'm going to put it in a bowl. Ooh. And I've got half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of light brown sugar. And I'm going to use my hand mixer, but you can also use a stand mixer, and I'm going to beat these together. It feels strange making cookies like this, but I'm following a Martha Stewart recipe, and she says to use a hand mixer, so I'm using a hand mixer. I'm scraping down my bowl and just making sure that it's all evenly combined. And now I'm going to add in 1 egg. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm also going to add in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And I'm going to beat those in. And once you've finished combining your wet ingredients, I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to come over here to a separate bowl, and I have 1 3/4 cups of flour, and then I'm going to add half teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And I'm just going to use a fork to whisk these all together. Now I'm going to gradually add my dry ingredients into my wet ingredients. Okay. It's hard. I have to use both hands. Wow. I'm not even done mixing in the dry ingredients. My hand is like cramping really bad right now. I'm so spoiled with that stand mixer. Okay, I finished mixing in all my flour, and my dough is getting really thick now. So I'm gonna stir in the chocolate chips with a spatula. All right, now I have 6 ounces or 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I'm just gonna fold these in. And I am done. This looks so delicious. Try not to eat any raw cookie dough because it's supposed to be like bad for you or something. You could get salmonella. Chocolate chip cookie dough. I just want to like eat a spoon of this. But that's why we have edible cookie dough. You can watch my video for that right there. All right, this looks super delicious. And I'm gonna set this aside while we make the brownie layer. Okay, now for the brownie layer, I have 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and half a cup of unsalted butter. And I cut it into big chunks like this. It makes it easier to melt. And then I'm gonna place it over a pot of simmering water and make sure that you're using a heat-proof bowl. And I'm just gonna wait for this to melt. It's best to use a whisk to make brownies if you have one, so you can make sure that it's completely smooth. And once your chocolate is all melted, I'm gonna take it off of the heat. And now I'm gonna stir in 1 1/2 cups of sugar. Wow. Once you've mixed in all of your sugar, it should be like wet sand, or I don't even know what this is. But it should be fully mixed in before you add in your eggs. I have 3 eggs, and I'm going to whisk them in 1 at a time. Okay, I accidentally cracked in all of my eggs all at once instead of cracking them in 1 at a time, but it's totally okay if you do that too. It's not a big deal. I'm sure the brownies will still taste magnificent. And I'm going to go wash my hands because I have a ton of eggs all over them. Okay, I'm back with clean hands, and I'm gonna whisk in my eggs all at the same time because I'm just crazy like that. Okay, this is looking good. Make sure that you fully beat in all of your eggs before you add a quarter cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna whisk those in. Be careful with the cocoa powder. It likes to get everywhere. Okay, I mixed in all of my cocoa powder, and now I'm gonna retire the whisk, and I'm going to use my spatula to fold in half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of flour. Be careful not to overmix your brownies. Oh my gosh. I can't control myself anymore. Like, okay. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, I'm back. Now, very, very carefully fold in your flour. Make sure you scrape down the bottom and the sides of your bowl to make sure it's all fully combined. And once you're done with that, we're gonna bake it. Okay, I'm back with the cookie dough. And now we're going to layer them. The brownie goes in first, so I'm just gonna pour it all into this pan. It's a 9x13 buttered pan. You have to butter it so that it doesn't stick. Whoa, oh my gosh, it's heavy, it's heavy. And now I'm gonna use my spatula to even it out. And once your brownie layer is all evened out, I'm gonna take my cookie dough. Whoop, okay, making space. And I'm gonna take like little pieces of the cookie dough and crumble it over the brownie batter. Like just drop it on there, just everywhere. Make sure you have clean hands when you're doing this. Okay, I'm all finished crumbling my cookie dough on top of my brownie, and as you can see, it is completely covered. So anyways, after you finish putting your cookie all over the top of it, I have a piece of foil, and I'm gonna cover it. And this is just so that it doesn't get too brown while it's baking. And now I'm going to bake it. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna bake it for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna remove the foil, and we're gonna bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes more, or until a toothpick on the edge comes out clean. Okay, my cookie bars have been cooling down on the countertop, but they're still a little warm, but that's the best way to eat them. So I'm gonna cut a square. Just, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take it off the cooling rack. The brownie is a little crunchy on the edges because I think my oven temperature is a little off, so my oven always bakes faster than recipes say, but it's still a good brownie. I'm okay with crispy brownies, but the middle is gooey, and that's what's important. I had like a piece, like even this piece that like it barely wasn't on the edge. It was like right here. That was soft. It's just the very edge got a little crispy. I think it's really good. It's so chocolatey and so soft. These cookie brownies turned out amazing. They're definitely perfect for any chocolate lover. But if you're just wanting chocolate cookies or just brownies, you can also go to my YouTube channel and find both of those. Thank you so much for baking with me. Let me know if you ever make cookie brownies, and I'll see you next time. Half Price, what are you doing in here? Half Price? Do you want to tell everybody that you busted the door open? Say I'm sorry. Hi. You're a good girl, Half Price. You want to help bake? Hi, Half Price. Oh, she's so pretty. But if you're looking for just cookies, oh wait, what are you doing, Mom? I'm in the middle of talking. Well, no, I'm in the middle of eating.